Hey folks, I am emptying out one of my compost bins and I am moving it over in a compost heap. So it smells absolutely fantastic. It has a very earthy smell. And it is done. So this pile here, this bin, I've got 3 of them. Will be ready to go next spring. See how black that is? It's got a nice smell to it. It smells like it's going to grow some vegetables, folks. Now this compost method here, I don't know if you can hear me. This compost method here is one that I do not turn. I just pile it as it comes along and keep adding to it. It doesn't get turned at all. And it's taken, well, every October I start another bin. So I don't know if you can see this or not. This is a 3-tiered bin here. This one, the middle one, is an active one. This is the one that I have started beginning of October. Stuff goes in there, and I got some more stuff to put in there. This one here is done. It's all ready. And the empty bin over there is for mulch hay or straw, whatever I can get my hands on this time of year. Everything is so wet here, folks. I'm going to get a shovel and I'm going to show you up close what this looks like. Smells fantastic, folks. Now you look at that. Can you see that? See how black that is? That's some nice stuff right there. And I have a few different methods on how I compost. And this one is, I should have my spade fork, which is right beside me. But this one here is everything from sawdust to garden material, you name it. It's got everything in here. And I'm down to the bottom here. In my opinion, you can't put a price on this compost. You just can't put a price on this compost because, one, I know what went in this compost. I know it was handled, how it was handled. If you get compost somewhere, they could tell you how it was handled, what was put in it, but you just don't know for sure, right? There's some more rotting sawdust. This is wagon 2 from this bin. And it usually three, I don't know if you're hearing me. It usually takes 3 rounded carts per bin, sometimes 4. And this one might give me 4 because I haven't gotten over here at all. Well, a little bit, but if you are a gardener, then you probably already know the value of good compost. You already know. Sawdust in there. Now I'm going to call this quits for this wagon because this is damp and it is quite heavy, and I've got to go up a little hill and I've got to go around some bumpy ground. But I'll bring you along when I dump it. So hold on just a second, and I can see that I ripped my rain jacket, but this is one I don't mind ripping anyway, but I'd rather not put too many holes in it. All right, I'm gonna pause you and I'll bring you over to where I'm dumping it. I'm gonna move you. This has a back dump. You can see, hopefully you can see over here, that's my other 2 bins. And there is 2 loads. There are 2 loads. There's 2 loads. Right there. Let me take you off the tripod and show you. So here's the new pile. Really black. There's 2 loads. Here is the 3 loads that I put here about a month, 2 months ago from the other 2 bins. So that would be 6 loads, sorry. That would be 6 loads. And over here, of course, this dead tree came down on top of what's left over here, but this is last year's compost that I was working at it for this year's garden. So, nice looking compost. Smells quite earthy. It smells like I want to plant my garden right now. So black gold right there, folks. Black gold. Okay. I thought it was only half a wagon, but it turned out to be really a full wagon because I left some in there to start another round. So this is the bottom of the bottom. It has a little bit of sand in there. It's got the base layer, which looks like in this one, the base layer was either hay or straw leaves. And it looks like a little bit of peat moss along with, looks like a remnant of some sort of plant. So in theory, all in all, that bin gave me 4 garden work wagonfuls. And like I said, some of it I left over there, but it would have equaled four wagons. So I'm going to empty this, and then I'm going to take a break, folks. And this is heavy. That's very heavy. So as you can see, this, or maybe you can't, I don't know. This material here at the very bottom, the very starting of the compost, is lighter than what was in the middle and on the top. So that tells me that maybe I've gone too far in the ground with my compost. Every time I dig it out, and it's been like 10 years, folks, using the same compost bins. So, and every year when I clean it out, I go a little bit deeper and a little bit deeper. So I'm down into the gravel. So that tells me I've got to put a bigger base layer in there so the air can get to the bottom a little bit better. But it is composted. It is. It's just not composted like the other, which tells me it needs more air. But it smells nice and earthy, and it has no heat, so I know it's done. So, the hardest part of composting, in my opinion, is this right here. And it's not really hard, it's just heavy. If it was dry, because I don't cover my compost bins, not all the way, I let the rain get to it. So it gets a little bit heavy when you have a wagon full and you're getting old, right? So I need to, on here somewhere, there's got to be how many cubic yards this holds. And if I can't find it because, you know, it's kept outside, so a lot of the stickers and markers have come off, but I can take the measurements and Google it. Done. All my compost bins are ready for the winter. Good job done. Good job done. All right. Be good. Bye.